4,
Three,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. All right, good. Very good.
Okay.
All right, so I just want to wait
Yep.
48 seconds into this podcast.
Why?
To see.
You want to defeat me?
I want to see if I'm going to get punched in the face.
Was she?
What's going on?
Was she advertising her new line of punching bags?
Rousey face. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So, did you have pay-per-view?
no, I had to wait until some very naughty person. I was on YouTube, and I wanted to check a video and report it because I hate illegal stuff. But I had to watch.
Are you a YouTube hero?
Yeah, I'm a YouTube hero, but I had to watch the whole thing to make sure it wasn't a legal upload. So I saw it on a YouTube
Oh,
channel.
of course. Fair enough. Yeah. You know what's annoying about those YouTube channels is when people bootleg stuff and they put it in the corner of the video.
Oh, yeah.
With their own background.
Yeah. If you're gonna bootleg, do it
painful.
properly. Give me a good view,
do
not
it
some
properly.
shit. Yeah.
Bootleg
Yeah.
properly.
So,
So, what happened with Rousey?
well, she can't box.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it comes down to. She
This is
was basically hesitating, trying to get her on the ground to use her, jiu-jitsu skills. I don't know if she's superior to Nunes in jiu-jitsu, and wrestling, but
yeah.
excuse
So
me.
every time she's kicked ass in the octagon, she's like armbarred someone into submission.
Yep.
What do you think it's an ego thing? Because too many people were picking up on her stand-up fighting ability. That she's like, no, I can win on my feet. No, apparently not.
I don't know, but
Two
that's
knockouts in
how
a row.
Holly Holm destroyed her. She just boxed her and
Yeah.
boxed her out straight away,
Yeah.
and then Nunes obviously just did the exact same thing. So
You're gonna stay on your feet. I'm gonna cave your face in.
yeah.
It was pretty fucking brutal too.
Yeah. I mean, obviously she's going to announce her retirement. There's no way she's going to go back for a third, unless she wants
You
to.
don't reckon?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I reckon she should. A lot of people are saying like her coach is shit. Why did they fucking coach her that way? Her boxing's terrible. It's a coach's fault. But I'm like, well, is it really her coach's fault? I mean, she's been in enough fights. She should be doing her own knowledge and research. And surely
exactly.
she should have known going into this that she had her boxing is what needed to.
Improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't see the thing. I just saw the pictures of her face getting caved in.
Yeah.
Did she actually try to take Nunes onto the ground?
Oh
or
yeah,
did
yeah.
just
She did
stay
once.
upright?
Once
Yeah,
she grabbed
right.
it, but Nunes just got straight out of the clinch, and then
Right. Okay.
she kept. I think she was just so focused on looking for an opening where she could grab her and get her to the ground.
Right.
and
okay.
that's
That she
what-
just left herself open to him.
Yeah.
Face pounding.
And then
Right. Okay.
Nunes' fucking punch just come in, bam, and just that was it. So yeah.
So you think she is going to retire?
Oh, I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay. Does that mean she won't be needed for Expendables 4 or what? Like, I mean,
No, that's
she
what
got
she'll
those
do.
movie
She'll,
roles at the height of her career. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's still probably got B grade acting appeal to the industry.
Got a
So
bit
I
too,
reckon she'll be able to land a role. She might try and do an action female role.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
So
Was it the main card on the fight?
oh, I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
okay.
Yeah. There it is. That fucking left just is what got her. That left. Yeah, she just kept coming in with that left, and she just had no defense on it. She was just gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh
Yep.
God. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so much for her being. Well, I mean, now the debate opens up about was she actually the greatest of all time, or
Oh no, of course not.
because
She,
people were saying,
but yeah, and I don't know. I mean, you hear a lot of stuff about this Dana White guy who runs the UFC, and I mean, your mind starts to think about like parallels to the Rocky movie where they were like, hand pick fights.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Isn't it?
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. So
Yeah. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think the other thing is that everyone's only got a certain amount of fights in them.
Yeah.
So she was going to meet her match eventually.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
She?
And I mean, she was
she's
12.
Mayweather.
She was 12-0 before Holly Holm took her out. So yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. So it is the new year. What are you going to do this year that's different to last year?
I don't know, get fatter. Huh?
Fatter.
I don't know.
Does anyone ever actually do like achieve New Year's resolutions, or are they the biggest, the biggest thing that
I
people
hate them.
fail at?
I hate them, and I could hear it in the tone of your voice as well when you asked me the question.
Yeah.
You're like, "What are you gonna do?"
Oh yeah, because even like my wife's
Yeah.
like, what goals have you set for yourself this year? And I'm like, well, I've got things I want to achieve this year, but it's got nothing to do with like New Year's resolution. They're just things I want to do.
No, they're
You
just
know,
things
I
you want
didn't.
to do. That's right. Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, obviously, I'd like to drop a few kgs, but not because it's the
Yeah.
New Year, not because of anything else. Except my pants don't fit, and it's uncomfortable.
right.
It comes down to mathematics and spatial,
That's right.
It comes
Yeah,
down to
exactly.
basic engineering. Ask this
Yeah,
big will not
yeah.
fit in pants this small. So
Yeah,
That's
it's
science.
just because you don't want to pay for new pants. Yeah. Or you reach a point where you can't go to the like what's the biggest you can get in a store in Australia? Probably 2XL.
no, I think
If you go over
I
that
think
2XL.
triple. I think triple is pretty.
Right,
available.
okay. And then you're at the men's big and tall store,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm the same. I kind of like have got a few things that I've always wanted to do, but they're
Yeah.
just things that recur. They're not.
Yep.
They're not New Year's
Yeah,
resolutions.
yeah. The main thing I do definitely want to do this year, and I've had this for a while now, and you and I've spoken about is I've got to get off. I spend too much time on YouTube and too much time watching stuff for the second and third time. That's the
Yeah,
biggest thing I
right,
want to do.
okay.
Like you and I were talking about, rewatching Sopranos and all that sort of shit.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
And I
yeah.
started reading again because I used to read a lot, and I'd stopped reading books, and I want to start reading books more.
Right. Why?
Well, because I started. So I read a book recently, and it took me ages to read. Like, okay, by about halfway through, I got back into it. But for the first, couple of chapters, I was just like, I had to reread the page. My mind's wandering. I'm thinking about, what's going on YouTube? And I was like really
What's going on
bad.
YouTube?
Like, this is taking forever. What happens at the end of the
Yeah,
book? I wanted that 5-minute satisfaction you get from a YouTube video.
Yeah, that's the
So
problem
that's
with YouTube, isn't it?
that's really
Yeah.
bad. So sorry if people want to.
But I have a theory about books, and this is why I don't read.
Okay, what's your theory?
So, books were created as the best technology we had to tell a story
Yeah,
when they were created.
yeah.
Right, so that's why books
you're going for
existed.
the whole they've outlived their usefulness.
Yeah, exactly. Now we've got movies, which are the better technology to movies, the better technology to books. So
Yeah,
fuck 'em,
but-
I don't need to read.
But you get
yeah.
everything from a book, from a movie. Like the sight and sound and everything is given
That's
to
right.
you. You don't have to do anything
That's right.
yourself.
That's exactly right. Yes.
You're like, what's the
Yeah.
downside? I do
And
not.
your problem is,
Well, that's my problem with it. Yeah.
I'm using my legs like a sucker.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Actually, speaking of books, so then I read a book, and then I read another book by the same author who tweeted me yesterday, Ernest Cline. So I read
Ernest Cline wrote
Ready Player
What book?
One and Armada are his 2 books that he's written so far.
Ready Player One sounds like an 80s 8-bit.
It is an 80s.
game.
It is. It's all based on
Right.
the 80s. Both his books are.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
yeah,
Are
it's
they
all about-
comedies or what genre
No,
are
no,
they in?
they're I'd call them science fiction, I guess.
Okay.
Ready Player One is awesome. I didn't like Asmata as much. It was still a good book. Ready
Yeah.
Player One is currently, I think they're currently filming it. He sold the rights to make a movie out of it, so they're making a movie out of it.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
guess for me, as people talk about the difference between the movie and the book. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see Ready Player One because it's the first time I've properly read a book and know it really well. I've actually read it 3 times now.
Right. Is that good? Is
Yeah,
it?
it's really good. Yeah. Oh, have I read it twice or 3 times? No, twice. I've read it twice. Sorry. So I can't wait to see the movie, and then I could be one of those people like, this didn't happen in the book, stuff like that. So
Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. So it's set in a dystopian future where you need XP levels to go up in society. Is that what I'm reading correctly? Or
kind of, yeah.
Wade Watts lives in poverty and he doesn't have enough XP points to travel to other locations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside the virtual world, not inside the real world. Yeah. Basically, everyone
right,
lives
okay.
through VR. So
okay.
it's all VR. So when you go to school, you don't actually go to a school. They do still have schools for really, really poor people.
Yeah.
But the education system finds it's just cheaper to issue everyone a visor and a VR visor and box,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
okay.
so basically everyone's kind of living in the Matrix, but they can just lift their visor if they want to unplug from the Matrix.
Yeah, okay,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Which is where the universe is going, really, isn't it? It'll be interesting to see in like 100 years what the human body looks like once we've all been living in virtual reality. We'll just be blobs.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the other thing
If you
is...
could live in virtual reality, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. If
Yeah,
I could get the same sight and sound experience, yeah, of course. That was actually a really interesting article I read last week about property value
Yeah.
and how that some property people are starting to basically say that if you're into commercial real estate in the city, you know, the most expensive real estate in any place is the city, and that soon city properties is going to start to go down because people don't need to go to the city. They've got the internet. Why? Why? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
as the
It's like in
internet-
Total Recall where they had their wall of whatever they wanted to project on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as, you know, basically the thing that's hampering obviously Australia and a lot of countries is internet speed.
Yeah.
But as the internet grows, we'll get to a point where we can have virtual meetings just through our camera. And then
exactly.
soon VR, you know, VR will be the big thing. And then you will see
Yeah.
a D-base in, like, will there even need to be... It postulated that in the future there may not even be cities. Like
No, there
capital,
probably wouldn't
like
need to
yeah.
be.
Sorry,
Yeah.
when I say the city, I mean the actual office building. You know, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
high rises
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
they won't
yeah,
need
it
that.
won't even be needed to. And then if you take it to the next step and you go, like, you know, the game No Man's Sky, where
Yep.
it was in real time populating the scenery and the world.
Yeah.
You could essentially just live in a house that was just a box and a green screen.
Yep.
And if you had your virtual reality headset on, it could map to any environment you wanted to live in at that time. So,
Yeah.
yeah, your house could be anything
Yeah.
you wanted it to be with a virtual reality headset on.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
mapping in real time.
So that's what they're saying. Like, and in the future, you won't need real estate. Will eventually just bottom out to nothing. Real estate will just be based on purely on your internet connection speed and dropouts, and that's what will
Right,
determine the
okay.
value of property. And that everyone will just eventually just have a square box with a shower and a toilet and a kitchen.
Yep. Yep.
And there'll be no
But
need
how do you
to.
determine where's going to have the best internet? How do you figure that out for buying real estate?
Well, that's
or
what
buying
it'll
land?
become to. It'll come to, you know, download
Yeah.
speeds and dropout reports and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Which, I mean, I must
Right.
admit, when we looked at our current place that we were buying, the main thing we were looking at was the internet speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we, like,
Yeah.
and
That's
you know,
the first thing you got to look at.
well, it's the first
yeah.
thing we left. If it had no internet, there's no point. It wouldn't matter if it was the best house in the world for $1. If it didn't have
Yeah.
internet, there was no point us living there, even if it would cost $1.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Because how are you going to watch Sopranos?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So going back to this Ernest Cline dude,
Yeah.
is it just the 2 books he's written?
2 or 3. Maybe.
Okay.
No, I think just 2, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
so you're reading again?
Yep.
Without pictures and everything?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, shit. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so it was really cool. So yeah, hello to hey Ernest, thanks for the tweet, buddy. It was really cool. It's really cool to get like because I actually tweeted him directly or tweeted him out,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
like he just fucking replied, and I was just so like it was really cool because he's quite
Got a little
like,
bit starstruck.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
famous, dude. Like I know you hadn't
of
kind of
course,
heard of him,
yeah.
but in especially like if you have a look like he's in geek circles especially like everyone knows Ready Player One. That's why they snapped up the movie rights and want to push the movie through. I think they're filming it already actually.
Okay. Right. Is it going to have fucking... You know, I saw...
No, they're
I
gonna.
started to watch a trailer. Oh, sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say it has got Simon Pegg in it,
Okay,
but
alright,
the
that's
main
okay.
characters they're casting no names because they didn't want the movie to be about the actors' popularity.
Okay, all right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but yeah, go on.
Because we were going to go to this movies yesterday. We didn't end up going because we're like, oh, there's nothing really out we want to see.
Right.
But I started to watch the trailer for this film, Passengers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it starts off okay, and it's got
Chris Pratt.
Star-Lord in it. Yeah,
Yep.
Chris Pratt. And then she fucking pops up, the female Bradley Cooper of the universe. God damn, I'm
Jennifer
everywhere,
Lawrence.
Katniss. Yeah, I'm like, this... I said to Marissa, this woman is the female Bradley Cooper. She's in everything. It's ridiculous. So we didn't end up going to see it because she annoys me.
Oh,
Anyway. Yeah. Oh.
you don't like Jennifer Lawrence?
No, it's not that I don't like her. It's just that when you see, and it's the same as Bradley Cooper, when you see them in every goddamn movie that's out, you're kind of like, I want to see different actors ply their trade. I don't want to see.
Yeah, fair enough then.
Yeah. Anyway,
Alright, fair enough.
yeah. What? No good?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't mind her. I don't mind her.
Did you see Joy?
No, I didn't see Joy.
Yeah, well, that's why.
Is it
Yeah,
really
well, that's
bad?
why.
Did you get joy
It's
from watching
terrible.
Joy or not?
Oh my god, I wanted to kill someone with a mop.
With a mop.
Yeah, well, that's what she makes in the movies.
Why? Why a mop?
Because that's what she makes in the mops. That's what her character's famous for, making mops.
What?
Yeah, the chick in the film,
Enjoy? Yeah.
in Joy,
Yeah.
gets like rich from making this self-squeegeeing mop or whatever.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a true story, based on a true story. Yeah.
So it's a mop movie. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's a
that.
mop movie.
Right,
Yeah,
a movie
yeah.
about mops. Well, there you go.
Should I put Klein's details down in the description of the video?
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you don't mind, yeah,
His
throw
Twitter or
down his
whatever?
Twitter and
Okay,
stuff.
fair
Yeah.
enough. All right.
Yeah.
Coolio. Yeah. Shall I tell you a story?
Please, I love stories. Let's hear
Yeah,
it.
okay, all right. Here's a story. So you know the episode of Seinfeld, The Bubble Boy. You know the Bubble
Yeah,
Boy.
Bubble Boy. Yeah.
And George plays Trivial Pursuit with him.
Yeah. Moops.
Yeah. Moops. Oh no, the answer is the Moops. It's Moors. It's Moops. Right.
I'm sorry, the
So-
card says Moops. Yeah.
It's a public holiday here today in Australia.
Yes.
So my wife and I decides to play a couple of board games. And we're like, okay, we'll play Trivial Pursuit.
Oh,
And I've got this really
you can't
fucking
play
weird
Trivial
version
Pursuit
of Trivial
together.
Pursuit.
Yeah, go on. 2-on-2 is no good, but
Well,
go on. Or 1-on-1, I should say.
I've got this really... Why is one-on-one no good?
For Trivial Pursuit, because it's just like, why do we even need the board? Why don't we just ask each other questions, and whoever gets the most
See who gets
right
the most.
wins?
It's a
You
good
know?
point. We didn't do that. Yeah.
But go on, go on.
I've got this really fucked up version of Trivial Pursuit that's going in the bin because
Okay.
3 of the music questions in a row were about Radiohead.
Oh God. Okay.
All of the sport questions were about Michael Schumacher.
Oh God.
And then there were a shitload of questions about the Queen. And I'm like, this is fucked. Anyway.
Yep.
And every roll you land... And there's too many roll agains on my board as well. I don't know if the Trivial Pursuit board is universal, but
Yeah.
take off all the roll agains. We spent half our time rolling again. But anyway, the game was going on for like fucking ever because I don't know anything about Radiohead or Michael Schumacher, right?
Yep.
So we're about an hour and a half into a 2-player game.
Right.
Like, we're both getting frustrated
Because
we
you've
both
not
wanted to
answered
see
any
the end of it.
questions. Yeah.
No, well, we were getting close, and I get to my last piece of the pie, which is green, and I've got the card here, so I'm going to read the question.
Yep.
And I tried about 3 green questions, and I didn't get it, and then I get the green one, and my wife asked me this question, which I'll ask you now. And as soon as she asks the question, I'm like, oh, fuck, I've got it finally. Okay, so, which 2 colours are typically used in 3D glasses? And before you answer,
Yeah.
I immediately thought of your videos, that
Yeah.
3D print guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've seen the glasses on his head,
Yep.
and they are...
Okay. Well. Okay. I can answer this question. Well. Okay. My answer to the question was typically 3D glasses are red and blue became more popular. It used to be green and red.
Yes.
In the old
Right,
days,
okay.
when 3D first came out, the original 3D glasses were green and red.
Oh, well, fuck you, Moops. You would have got it then, because I answered blue and red,
Right.
thinking of your thing, and then
Right.
she's like, oh no, the answer is the Moops. And I'm holding the card up. The
Yeah.
card says red and green.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Right.
The
so
answer
you
is the
thought,
Moops.
you thought it was a Moops card. Yeah.
I thought it was a Moops, but it's not. So they were
It's not.
originally red and green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think why it changed, it had something to do with because how your 3D glasses work without, if you don't really know exactly how they work, the old way, not the new way with they just look like sunglasses. The old way was you had 2 images overlaid, one filtered out green, one filtered out red. And I think they changed because something to do with the color, the way the eye perceives green. And so they changed it to blue. Same as like green
I was
screens.
going to say, because it's
sometimes
not a
they're blue.
prime colour, so yeah, okay. I thought it had something to do with them being prime colours, because I would have thought green, because it's a mixture eyes could dither, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
So yeah, original
whatever.
3D glasses were green and red. Now for my I don't like the color green. I actually detest it. I wish all trees,
Oh, it's
plants.
my favourite colour.
I know.
There you go.
I wish all trees and
Yeah.
plants in the world were a different color. I do not like the color green. Hate it.
Right.
So I chose the red and blue ones.
Right, okay. What is
Yeah.
your favourite colour, by the way?
I don't
Yeah,
know. It
one?
changes. I mean, it
Black?
Well, either black or blue, I guess. But yeah, probably black.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the soul of Vader's heart. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shall we go to Star Wars in a second? I'll read
Okay.
you a question quickly off the
All right,
card to
go
see
on.
if you know this because it's up your alley.
Okay.
What do paintball enthusiasts call their guns?
Guns? I don't know.
Markers, apparently.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, I have heard that. Yeah.
Why do they call them markers? You can't draw on someone.
Well, because you're marking someone with paint. I think it had to do with. I think that's more of a
right.
legislation thing, like gun. So you're not saying your paintball gun. You're saying your paintball marker. It makes it easier to, and it doesn't fire a bullet. It fires. It doesn't even fire a projectile. It disperses paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. I told you about the first time I ever went paintball and I got hit in the nuts and the ball didn't explode, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Why didn't
Did I
you
tell
wear a
that?
cup?
Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't know.
That's just insane, dude.
Because
Yeah.
it hurts more when the ball doesn't explode. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. I actually made my own body armor for the first time I went paintballing.
That's smart.
Because
Oh, yeah, I
someone had
remember
told me
that. Yeah,
someone had
you-
told me how
you
bad
made
it
Ned- You
hurt.
Ned Kelly the shit up.
Yeah. So all I did was it was really simple. I just went and got some cardboard boxes, cut them into strips, and then used packing tape to make like this flexible vest. And it worked really well. Like when I got hurt, I didn't feel it. Like it really, yeah.
Did anyone hit you in between the joints though?
No,
or you
because
didn't
I had
get
them
right
really
enough?
close
Yeah.
together. It was just enough to give it flexibility. So
Did people know you were wearing armor, or did
No.
you just sneak it in
I
and
just
like act
wore
like
it.
I'm a tough
Yep,
motherfucker?
yep, just wore it. And as I was driving home, I was with my buddy, and we we're driving home, and he goes, "Fuck, man, you didn't even you got hit when you got hit in the chest. You didn't even fucking blink." And I was like, "Yeah." And I opened up my shirt, and just cut off the body armor, and he was just like, "Holy fuck, who thinks of that?"
You do.
So yeah, I do. Yeah, yep.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So two questions for you about
Yeah.
Star Wars. You haven't seen it yet, have you, Rogue One?
No, I haven't. No.
Have you watched the scene on YouTube where Darth Vader goes nuts?
No.
Like his only scene in the film?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Dude.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, without
how do you
seeing
find it?
I would just actually let me tell you because someone put it up and it got like 100,000 hits and then it got taken down. So let me just find it while we're recording.
Okay, well I'm gonna go Rogue One
There's
Vader.
a bootleg copy that is a decent so you can see.
I've got one here. It's in Spanish though, but I don't really care about the audio. I just want to.
Oh, you don't need the audio,
Yeah.
but someone recreated it in Lego.
recreate it in Lego.
Let me see if this one will do it. Hang on, let me just mute my thing.
I'm on one. I can't see shit. This one. Oh, there we go. He's Vader. His saber comes out in the smoke.
Yeah, so does it go for about 40 seconds?
Seems like it.
And has it got Ellis Farrow in the bottom of the screen?
No, it's just something else. And Vader's just using the Force on motherfuckers, rebel troops.
Yep.
Slicing them,
Yep, he
taking
just
their
goes
guns.
See him? Has he thrown
Force
someone on
choke.
the roof yet?
No, not yet. Someone's like going, take this, take this. Give
Yeah,
them something. Is that the
it's
plans to the
obviously
Death
plans
Star,
to
is
the
it?
Death Star, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
It just goes ape shit.
Oh, okay. And that drops out, and that's the ship that
Yeah.
layers on, and that's the ship that gets taken over. So it kicks.
Yeah, exactly. So it obviously basically
Right.
connects directly to A New
Directly.
Hope.
Fuck. So you
Yeah.
could watch Rogue One and A New Hope back to back.
Yeah, without the crawl almost. If you cut
Yeah.
the crawl out of A New Hope, you could watch them back to back, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he opens it up, and he walks in, and then
But look at him
there's
fucking
Leia.
go.
He's handing her the plans. Oh fuck! They've CGI'd the shit out of that.
Yeah, they CGI layer in and
Wow,
yeah.
that
He
looks
throws
great.
a dude on the roof and cuts him in half as he's walking
really?
past.
Oh shit! I didn't see
Nice. So type in
that. Yeah.
Rogue One Darth Vader end scene and good quality in brackets.
Okay. All right, here we go.
And the uploader is called the Rogue One. He's got about
Yep,
40
got it.
subs.
Yep.
Yep.
Here it is. Yep.
Yeah, so watch this from the start because this is
Okay.
when Vader's coming in.
All right. Jeez, they've done well, eh? Like it's not. it's not Phantom Menace at all by the looks of it. Like the costumes
No,
look right,
no.
the set looks right.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
This is what made me want to go see it. But apparently, this is like Vader's one of only Vader's appearances in the movie. But yeah, so it must be about like 35 seconds. You know.
All right, here we go. All right, so he's deflecting laser blasts. He just forced someone up into the roof.
Yeah, and he walks past and just fucking slashes.
Oh, there we go. That's
How
awesome.
badass is that? Yeah,
That's freaking
without a
sweet.
thought. Yeah. It's just crazy. There must be
That's
like 15
awesome.
guys in there.
Yeah.
Like, this is the shit you want to see Vader doing, isn't it? Just like
Yeah, yeah.
tearing people to shreds. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so that guy's got the plans. He gets through. Vader's just slicing motherfuckers, and then he hits detach or something, and just detaches the ship. Emergency detach. Right.
Yeah.
The ship falls.
I
And
reckon-
thrusts away. Right.
Now, I'm
cool.
obviously not a director, but do you know what I reckon would have been awesome is just as the ship flies out, like this
Yep.
Rebel fleet ship, I don't know what it's called, if Vader like holds out his hand and starts to hold it with the Force so the ship can't get
Oh yeah. And he's,
but then
yeah.
something happens to like knock him loose and
Yeah,
knocks
yeah,
the
yeah.
ship loose.
Yep.
That would have been friggin' awesome. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Can I
doesn't
just
matter.
hang on? I just want to hear the audio with Leia. Hang on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just want to crank the Leia a bit. Wow. I don't know how that's going to translate on the good screen on high quality.
Yeah.
But that looks good. That looks really good.
Do you reckon she did the voiceover for that line?
No, I reckon they well they said
cut
she
it
just says
together
one
or
word,
something.
hope. They could have grabbed
yeah.
that from the original films easily.
From anything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah. It looks- fuck, I want to go see it just for that now.
Yeah, I'd say.
Is it in 3D as well?
Apparently, I don't know if I could watch it in 3D.
Oh, I think that's something I
about
would
that
want
too,
to see in
'cause
3D.
They've released Assassin's Creed in 3D too.
Have they?
That'd make me sick,
Yeah,
I
that'd make
reckon.
me sick,
yeah, when he
yeah.
like jumps off buildings. But I don't know. You reckon you'd want to see Star Wars in 3D?
Oh, I
Yes.
think I just want to see that Vader bit in 3D.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Wonder if I
You've
can
got a
convince-
3D TV though, don't you?
Yeah, but you'd have to buy it in the 3D and wait till it comes
Yeah,
out. I want
that's
to see
true.
it now. I wonder if my wife would
Yeah.
want to go see it tonight.
Yeah, well, we were talking about seeing it, but yeah,
We're gonna go back to work tomorrow,
Sorry,
so
my
I'm-
wife got to edit that out. Might be real. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the
cheering
thing.
for
Going
you,
back to work tomorrow, can you watch it without? See, I can't do anything the night before going back to work because I just get too angry. and
Yeah, I
shit,
know.
so-
Yeah, it feels like it's taking up your
Yeah.
time and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Even though you end up doing nothing, which is a worse use of your time. but-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right. Oh, we're coming up on time. So, what? You got anything else you
We
want
are.
to throw in at the?
I just wanted to ask you who's going to look after Gary Fisher now.
Oh, I know. Poor little Gary. Because she took that fucking
anyway.
dog everywhere, like
Yeah,
on stage,
yeah.
every talk show and everything. The Gary was right there with her. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
If a dog's that attached to an owner, and this is going to sound terrible, and the owner dies,
What, put the
should
dog
you
down?
rehome the dog, or
Yeah,
should
of
you put
course
the
you
dog
should.
down?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, Gary will be cared for by Carrie Fisher's daughter.
I didn't even know. Marissa, I said her name again. This is twice I've got to bleep it out now.
Hmm.
My wife, told me the other day that apparently she's got a daughter in Scream Queens or something. I didn't even know she had a kid.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Billy Lord,
I
yeah.
know her name.
Yeah.
Billy Lord. Okay, fair enough. Why isn't she a Fisher? Why is she a Lord?
I don't know, because Carrie Fisher got married at one point.
Oh,
Didn't she?
okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's obviously
Yeah,
the
I don't
dad's
have a
name,
clue,
isn't
dude.
it? I don't know.
I don't know the lineage. Yeah.
It's funny. There's a lot of Google answers to what will happen to Gary. It seems like it's a commonly Google. Like people are more worried about poor Gary. So
Gary Fisher than Carrie.
yeah. What
fair
will
enough.
happen to Gary? Yeah.
But my actual question is, what do you think they're going to do with the movies now? Do you reckon they're just going to have a shot of her face and blow her up? Or...
Well, I mean, the next one's locked in because that was done, but the third, yeah, I don't know.
like any stories that would push her over
Hmm.
into the ninth, unless they thought ahead and thought we better kill her off in 8. Like, Do you think they're going to kill off one of the original trilogy characters in each of the next ones?
No,
or?
no.
Yeah.
I think they'll just be right now scrambling and spitballing as to what to do. I think possibly maybe CGI is good enough, and they'll just have to do rewrites and limit her scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to. I mean, without
Yeah.
knowing the script, you don't know how hard it was going to be to do rewrites.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I guess it depends how. Because in Force Awakens, she wasn't like that pivotal, was she? She had a few scenes towards the end where she's in the command center.
She was just
but,
there as yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
She was just there to hug
tell.
fucking Daisy instead of Chewie.
Yeah, instead of Chewie.
She was just a bitch hugger. She was just handing out, fuck you, Chewie.
Yeah,
I'm hugging this chick I've never met. I don't even know who she is. She could be a friggin' yeah.
Poor Chewie.
Yeah, poor Chewie.
Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. All good. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, Chewie got no hug. Is there anyone else?
It'll be
Here we go.
for sure.
J.J. Abrams explains Leia hugging Rey and not Chewbacca.
Oh, okay. All right. What
Yeah,
does he have
hang
to
on.
say for
Let's
himself?
have a look at this.
The answer should just be, well, at least I didn't create Jar Jar, fuckheads.
JJ explains why Leia's hug in The Force Awakens was probably a mistake.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest nitpicks is the concern that,
Yeah.
yeah, hang on. Chewie is likely destroyed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but she doesn't even... He just walks right past Leia. It doesn't
She
make
doesn't
any
even
fucking
acknowledge him.
sense.
They're like
Yeah.
best friends. They were in battles together.
Yeah. That was probably one of the mistakes I made. My thinking at the time was that Chewbacca, despite the pain of this film, was focused on trying to save Finn and get him taken care of. So I tried to have Chewbacca go off with him and focus on Rey, and then have Rey and Leia find Rey. The idea of them both hanging was the idea that the Force is strong and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But still.
Yeah. They, you know what they should do? They should... This is one of the times they should re-edit the movie and just cut Chewie out of that scene.
Yeah,
Just
they
fucking
could.
cut Chewie out of that scene.
Yeah, they could just cut Chewie out.
Yeah. Or just have Chewie do like a thing with like, you know, the bit where when they did the redid and Han Solo walks over Jabba the Hutt's tail and it was really shit.
Yeah.
Do that with Leia going to open her arms to Chewie and Chewie just going "Rah!" and walking past.
Just brushing her.
Yeah, because he's too upset. So yeah,
Fair enough.
Yep.
I think a bigger fuck up, and we've probably discussed it before, is why she sent Han Solo to try to talk Ben around instead of herself. She's a Force user. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. Who knows? Anyway,
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, at least we haven't created a whole movie just to explain a hole in a Death Star.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Rogue One. It should just be called. It should just be called
you know much
explanation of
heat-
the whole a Star
sorry.
Wars story.
Do you know how much heat a laser generates? You need to exhaust the thermal gas.
Oh my god.
You need to read. I'm sorry. You need to read the article. That's written by thermal exhaust designer, and he's like, I designed those exhausts to push things out. You've read that, haven't you?
Yep. No.
Oh,
no.
it's really good. He's like,
Is it written by the same idiots who will explain to you why you can still use a cracked kyber crystal to make a lightsaber?
No. This is a really good article, and it's really funny. And the dude's like the Imperial guy designed the thermal exhaust port, and he's like, do you have any idea how much heat it generates? And he goes, and it's a thermal exhaust port. Gases, hot air and gases are pushing things out, not sucking bullets in. And how does a farm boy shoot a bullet that then turns right? I didn't know when I built the Death Star that I had to count for magic space wizards.
I'll have to track that down. That's funny.
Yeah, it is good. It's good.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah.
Oh dear. All right.